Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, can we start the session?
Yeah, sure, you can go ahead.
So, hi, my name is Ilika, and I have done MBA from IIM Rohtak in marketing, and I have more than 5 years of experience in brand management right now. So, coming from my experience, we'll be talking today about Facebook and Instagram. Uh, Initially, towards the introduction of the session, we'll be talking a bit about how to set up the profile, what are the tricks and tips there. And then, most importantly, we'll be discussing five important strategies how brands build their marketing scenario through Facebook, and then we'll understand what is difference between Instagram and Facebook. These days the line is very blur and most of you would be confused why Instagram or why not Facebook or why Facebook, why not Instagram. So we'll be discussing more on that. I hope we all are on the same page. I would want you to share your thoughts or your questions, if any, before we proceed into the section. And if you want to understand something from Facebook and Instagram. Anyone? You can please type in the chat bot as well.
Okay. Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Please, we can start. We can continue.
Sure. So this is the typical slides that we are going to discuss. First is introduction on Facebook. Next would be setting up a Facebook profile, setting up a Facebook profile page for business, Facebook page, event group fan pages and pages, reach, engagement. Why is Facebook app needed? Advantages of Facebook, and lastly, and most important, Facebook marketing example and strategies. Now, quickly, let's get into the presentation. Introduction to Facebook. Every one of us.
Insta की marketing सिखा रहे हैं.
Yes, Facebook and Insta की marketing सिखा रहे हैं आपको. Introduction to Facebook. Facebook एक social media networking site है. आपको भी पता है, मुझे भी पता है. Most importantly, Mark Zuckerberg का idea था ये 2004 में. It was originally designed for college students. Okay, so the idea was that college students can connect on a platform, discuss about college life, discuss about their studies and everything. And slowly it moved on to becoming a social media networking platform, जहाँ पर आजकल हमारे parents बहुत ज़्यादा present हैं, right? And if we see, total 22% of the entire population is present on Facebook as on 2019. 77% is men and people aged between 25 to 34 years of age group. So it's a very large chunk, and the rate of growth is exponential. So I hope all of you would be on Facebook, right?
Yes.
So I'll start the slide with the question. What is the total population of the world? If anyone can answer. Chalo, okay, no concerns. But imagine 1.5 billion users visiting Facebook every day. Okay, so this is a huge chunk of people, almost twice the Indian population, visiting Facebook on an everyday basis. That big that number is. Okay, so Facebook has global coverage. अब वो हर जगह present है, चाहे वो US है, Canada है. तो अब इंडिया में बैठ के if you want to target something in US, you can go ahead and do that. Then we can target people basis their location, people basis their gender, their interest, their job, their demographics, anything. Interesting point है, ठीक है? एज तो पता लग जाती है सबकी, obviously डेट ऑफ बर्थ से, जेंडर भी पता लग जाता है, बट लोकेशन कैसे पता लगती है? Most of us, we have given Facebook the permission to track our location. So Facebook track us basis that. If not, it takes our last updated location. So for example, I have not given permission to track my location, और मैंने Facebook में लेह लद्दाख डाला हुआ है. So anything that is meant for लेह लद्दाख will be targeted to me. So that is how Facebook target your location. And it's a very interesting factor considering the targeted paid ads. Organic reach. So most of us we are just starting into Facebook marketing. ठीक है, हम लोग पैसे नहीं डालना चाहते हैं, तो बिना पैसे डाले हम क्या करेंगे? Organic reach. We can make good content, we can make videos, we can make images, and we can post it on our Facebook page, and we can get traction. As and when जैसे जैसे हमारे पास थोड़े से followers आएंगे, we can then build on and start putting in money. So this is the important pointers, and also we can integrate Facebook with other channels. हम Pinterest के साथ कर सकते हैं photos में, Instagram के साथ कर सकते हैं, या फिर हम जिन लोगों ने register किया उनको email भेज सकते हैं या messages भेज सकते हैं. So we can club Facebook with other marketing also. Yeah, if you have something to discuss here, please feel free to post any question or discuss anything with me. Chalo, let's move on. Setting up a Facebook profile. I think most of us know how to do it. हम एक Facebook page बनाते हैं, हम अपनी photo डालते हैं, we put our description, we put a bit of details about us, we approve it, we confirm our email address, we find, we post, we start posting from our images, videos with our friends. हम लोग add करना शुरू कर देते हैं, our workmates, our friends, and families, okay, and there we go. We're done with setting up a Facebook profile. It is as easy as that. All you need is the email ID, a name, and one photograph. That's it. Facebook profile page for business. Now, I know Facebook profile बहुत लोग बनाते हैं. It is important for us to understand how Facebook profile for business is different. Okay, when we create a Facebook profile for business, we allow brands, organization to target them. Okay, we can post their information, we can post our information, we can post details about our business. So सबसे पहले हम क्या start करते हैं? Page name. That is ideally name of our business. Then we add a photograph, which is ideally a logo. Then we add a cover image that is just describing a bit about our brand, and a description in 255 characters, where we let them know what we are all about. Okay, we save that, we go ahead, then we give them permission to connect to WhatsApp if we want to. So वहाँ पर अगर WhatsApp का icon कोई click करेगा जाकर, directly they'll come onto your WhatsApp. It is easier for people to connect personally to you, and for you to connect personally to people and understand their grievances or their concerns. You should have a username, and ideally the username should be same as your brand name. क्योंकि कोई भी अगर Facebook पे आके सर्च करेगा, say digital marketing या e-digital ज्ञान, अगर वो e-digital ज्ञान के नाम से, it is very easy for anybody to search on Facebook. ठीक है? Then we add other details regarding our timings, our presence and everything, and then we are done. Boom. It is as easy as. Hi Manya, any question?
Hello.
You have something to ask?
No, ma'am.
Please feel free to ask any question if you have in between.
Ma'am, this is Sandeep here. I have
Hi,
a question. So when we set up this page, there is a category which comes across as set up as a community. So
Yes.
when we set it up as a community, then only people whom we will allow to join, or we will send invites to, they only can join, or if they see any video or any post, if we have shared it through WhatsApp or other means, if they click, they can also view and join that. So what is the difference between setting it up as a community?
So setting it up as a community means people with a specific interest or a community can join it. Not everybody. Everybody can join your Facebook page. So for example, e-digital GAN. If I share a video on my personal profile page, Inika Grover, or video of e-digital GAN, somebody can go and like that page. But on a community, you generally go and follow that if you have that interest. So for example, Mercedes Benz, and that is a group and a specific automobile community. You generally go and like it if you have interest for that. So that is a major difference.
So when we are, so my follow-up question is, so when we are setting up our Facebook page, like I am a counselor and I have prepared my Facebook page with the name Career Mentor. So should I be keeping it like a like as a community, or should that be an open page?
It should be an open page because ideally at the initial level, you would want everybody to know about you, right? So, for example,
Right.
Maruti Suzuki is very known. They have had a reach. Everybody know about it. They can form a specific community. But for somebody who is just setting up the business, like very initial startups or something, they should keep it open because that will allow maximum audience to come on their page. And when 100 people come, you get at least 10% of the people matching interest with you. So it is important for you to keep it open.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. That is great help. Yeah.
So going ahead, there are multiple pages, events, and groups on Facebook, and there are group pages versus fan pages. So we'll be discussing more on that. What is the difference between page and a group? If somebody can answer that.
So page is basically, we can say that is the information sector where we can share the information about the things that we are doing, and people can like it and they can follow it to get the updated with the information. And group is a place where multiple like-minded people can connect with each other at one platform.
Very right. So you rightly said, okay. Page is a place where you add details. You add, mention your business hours, or you post new images, or you post new updates. While group is a place where you can discuss about that update. So, for example, if I like Mercedes-Benz page, I can see what all new cars they're coming up with. But when I join Mercedes-Benz group, I can discuss more on their specification, their features, whether I like a car or not. And I can build upon that. So it is basically a community of like-minded people. If we move ahead, there is a official page and there is a fan page. Can you tell me what is the difference and how to identify that this is an official page and not a fan page?
With the verified sign.
Yes, right. So on the right hand side, you can see a blue tick on Mercedes-Benz. Okay, this is the Mercedes official page. So any information that you will get in this page is official, directly from the Mercedes official site.
If others can mute, it will be easy for us to listen to ma'am.
Thank you. On the left hand side, you can see there are multiple pages. Okay, these are fan pages. These are not verified pages. Anybody can join it. These pages are created by people like you and me who love Mercedes Benz. So that is the major difference. While for a brand, it's really important to be verified. Mr. Vivek Gupta, I can see that your mic is on. Can you please put it on mute? Thank you. So on the right hand side, we can see a blue tick. For a brand, it is very important to be verified. Why? Because it creates a credibility. When somebody go onto their page, see any information, they take that this information is directly coming from that particular business or the brand. So that's why it is really important to be verified. Fun fact, if you go and check any popular celebrities Instagram, say for example Ranveer Singh or Ranveer Kapoor, you will see that there is a blue tick on their Instagram and on Facebook handle. So it clarifies that it is their official Facebook and Instagram page, not a fan page. Reach and engagement. I would want to ask this question again. Why reach and why engagement? Why do we track these two parameters and not many other parameters which are available?
Ma'am, this particular metrics helps us understand that how much scope of impact that we are having. So when we say reach, it will be about volume, and when it is engagement, it is about quality of interaction that we are having in order to get an outcome.
Yes. So I'll add more onto that. It is a cycle. So for example, I work for a brand, say Zomato. Okay. As Zomato, I'll be posting multiple things on my Facebook and Instagram feed. So I posted 5 images, imagine. Now what I do is I track reach and engagement for all those 5 posts. I see that my first post had got a very good reach and a very good engagement. By engagement, I mean like, share, and comment. My second post has performed okay, not very good as first post. Again, my third post is even worse. Now, as a brand manager, how will I decide that where to put my money? It is obvious that since first post has got maximum engagement, maximum like, share, comment, I'll be putting my money onto that. So this is known as A/B testing. We put multiple posts on Facebook and Instagram. We test those creatives. We see which one is working better, and the best one gets the money, and therefore get more reach, more engagement, reach multiple people, and therefore deliver results for us. I hope these metrics are clear to you, because it is very important. It is really basic, but it is really important as a brand manager, as a marketeer, to understand why reach and why engagement, and how it ultimately adds on to your goal. Any question, anybody? Or anything from your business or personal profile that you would want to ask, please feel free. Okay, let's move on. Facebook app. Why most of the people, they are using Facebook on Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, and very less people find app very convenient. But I'll give you a few good reasons to use an app for as a customer and as a business when you want other people to use the app. With the app, it's very easy to go and track cookies. So, for example, if I have Facebook app on my phone, Facebook can actually track my activity, like what all other apps I have, and what are my generally how much time I spend on my Facebook app, and what time am I active, say 5 to 6 p.m., 6 to 7 p.m. And thereby it helps the other brands or marketeers to understand and target these audience. So this is important for a brand, that many people or most of the people use Facebook app. As a brand, it helps, as a customer, it helps to understand the cookies. And so for example, if I am using app and not Google Chrome, and I have saved a particular video, I can go and revisit it. That might not be so easily possible in Chrome, though it is, we can do it after a bit of searching, but on a app level, it's really convenient and easy. So it is a plus for both a customer and a brand. Facebook app plays a very, very important role here. Coming on to advantages and challenges. So any advantages which you feel you have got while using Facebook for your brand or at a personal level? Okay, so I hope you all would have seen a TV video in between any web series, or even your television when you watch any television serials. That one 20-second video cost 5 lakh rupees to a brand, while for somebody who is doing marketing on Facebook, 5 lakh rupees is enough to plan their marketing for entire year. That is the level of difference we have. So it is a very low cost marketing strategy. It shares details about the business. So most of us, before going to a restaurant, what we do is we search about that place. We see the images, how is the setting, indoor, outdoor. We see what are the timings of the business. We see other details. So Facebook provide that platform wherein you can see all that details. We can share pictures, videos. We can talk to existing and potential customers. When you put that WhatsApp, when you connect Facebook to WhatsApp, people can go and come to your WhatsApp and discuss things personally directly with you. Okay, we can provide customer support. So, for example, you were to book a train to, say, Mumbai, and your train got delayed, or you were charged incorrectly. What do? You go and put it on the IRCTC Facebook profile that this was the concern that you had, and what is the response? They ultimately, in 5 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour, get back to you. We are really sorry for the inconvenience. Please let us know more about the problem, and then we'll get back to you. So that is customer support. That is directly possible through Facebook. And Facebook, trust me, has given a platform to the users to raise their concern at any level, at any point in time. raise brand awareness, promote positive word of mouth. Now imagine I like the post about any XYZ brand. I posted on my profile. Okay. Now people on my profile, my 1,000 or 1,500 friends can see that post, can again go back and like that page, can share it with their friends, can comment on that. So that promotes word of mouth. Facebook can steer traffic to your website. If I link my website to my Facebook page and say the customer wants to know more detail about my brand, which is not possible through Facebook page, anybody can go on that website and then track and read more details about it. So, it increases the website traffic. Targeted advising, like we mentioned in the start, we can target people basis their gender, their location, their demographics, anything is possible on Facebook. Offer deals to Facebook. So when we are looking for coupon codes, like most of us, when we shop on Facebook or Flipkart, we tend to find coupons, 500 off, 1,000 off. So if the brand Facebook page directly put it there, it is a very official source. That is one. Second, Google crawls through Facebook page. And the customer who is searching on Google can come directly on your Facebook page. That increases your Facebook strength, or the followership, or the people or traffic coming onto your Facebook page. That is again a major advantage that we have. I would invite questions here. We have talked a lot about Facebook, the advantages, how to set up a profile, different groups, pages. Now we know all the basic about a Facebook. So any question you have, any place where you're stuck, where you would want to discuss more before we get on to example and strategies behind the Facebook.
Yes, ma'am. This is Karunesh. We have recently opened a career counseling and study abroad kind of firm, and we want to promote it on Facebook. So, what should be the ideal budget that we should budget for in the beginning to run this sponsored ad on the Facebook?
Yeah. You should start with putting a little bit of money, like try for 10 days. Put 1,000 rupees for 10 days. Okay. So that means 10,000 bucks. Or what you can do is you can reduce also as per your budget. You can put 500 rupees per day. And try and see what is the response that you're getting initially in 3 days, in 5 days, in 7 days, in 10 days. Basis that, plan your strategy ahead. If you feel that you have got enough inquiries for that 10 days, then plan promoting 10 days in a month, and then rest 20 days converting those inquiries. Okay. Then again, in the second month, plan 10 days post, and then 20 days converting those inquiries. If you feel like the inquiries were insufficient, then change your strategy. Like you can change your post, you can change your gender or age bracket group. And you have to initially test for a few days. When you are right on that strategy, when you get that optimum number of inquiries, then start using that set gender, age group, demographics, and money, and then repeat it on a monthly basis. So this is the strategy that you should follow.
Sure, thank you so much. So what is the burn rate? I mean, what is the expense per click?
See, it completely varies from brand to brand. If you are very specific, say for example, you have your the center in Delhi and you want to target only Delhi audience, or for example, any specific place in Delhi, then your cost per click would be high because your inquiry would be really relevant to you. If you get 10 inquiries, those 10 inquiries are very fruity. They are going to rise maybe in 5 days or 10 days. Then your cost would be high. It can be maybe 5 rupees per conversion, or it can be 10 rupees per conversion. While if your targeting is to a wide base, so please can you put it on mute?
Yeah, I think it's Arjit.
So if you're targeting a wide base of audience, say entire Delhi or Delhi, Haryana and UP, then your cost would be less. It can be up to 2 to 3 rupees per inquiry. So completely depends on what is your strategy.
So are you saying that if we increase the demography, so if we increase the number of states, say we also cover AP, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and also Delhi, then the per click rate would be more as compared to if we do only Delhi NCR, is it? Is this what
The
you're saying?
per click rate would be less. Why is it? Because now Facebook has a lot of audience to target and give you the conversion. So the
Okay.
base is higher. So that is why the per click rate reduces. But again, I'll come back to
Okay.
my first point. The conversion might also be less. So, for
Right.
example, a people in Uttar Pradesh might like you, or might follow you, or might come to you as an inquiry, but they might or might not convert. While if you
Right.
target on a very specific area like Delhi or Delhi NCR or any place in Delhi, since it is very closer to you, so the chances of conversions are very, very high. I'll give you an example of a tuition teacher. Okay, say I am based out of Pashchim Bihar and I'm targeting Pashchim Bihar for my tuition. Okay, now the inquiries that are coming to me are very, very right. People can contact me, they can come to me. But if I
Right.
target the entire Delhi, so people from Dwarka or far off places might not come to me, right? But
Right.
my inquiries will increase from Facebook.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So will my cost will reduce.
Right. Sure, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Any other question?
Yeah, so ideally, what should be the frequency of the post? So ideally, second or third day or something like that in a setup like ours, career counseling and study abroad, which is in an education field, a new firm.
So for you, ideally, you should post every day on same time, or you can decide your frequency like 2 days, 3 days, but be regular. That is the most important thing. Don't do that one post you are putting on a Sunday and next post comes after 15 days, next post after 1 month or 5 days. Be regular. Decide a frequency. If you want to post, you can go and post 3, 4, 5, 7, anything in one day, but be regular with that. If you've decided on two posts on one day, next day also two posts should come on a similar time basis, so that so for a student is very known to you that this brand will be posting details every other day, or the latest options available to me on every other day. It is very sorry, this brand is very connecting to people, so
Sure,
that
ma'am.
customer will automatically have that in mind. So be regular, that
Right.
is one thing. And second thing is, try and post content which is relevant for the audience. Okay,
Right.
even if
Yeah.
you're posting one time a day. So for example, as a student, I might be interested how to go to Canada. So what you can do is, you can start a series of how to travel abroad. First day would be Canada. You can share 5, 7 points. So step one, step two, step three, step four, step five. Next day can be USA. Next day can be Australia. Next day can be New Zealand. So what will happen if somebody is interested, somebody read your New Zealand post, but he wants to go to Canada, he'll explore your page. He'll come to the Canada section and he'll read about it, right? So this is very informative details that you're posting on your page. Post it regularly. Make a marketing plan out of it, like a 1 month plan or a 15 days plan, wherein you'll come up with a specific set of content regularly. And then maybe next 15 days you can think of another details which are wanted by customers. Maybe the list of things they need to pack before they travel, or the list of qualifications they need to have, or why digital marketing is important for somebody who's traveling abroad. So you can start and think about that idea, or you can conduct sessions like live sessions. So there are a lot of industry experts available, or people who have already gone to Canada. You can do live sessions with them. How was their experience? How easy was for them, or difficult, or what was the challenges they faced? And you can make content on that, and you can post it on your page. That could make actually a lot of sense for students who are coming and visiting your page.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah. And one more suggestion I have, you can track the reach and engagement, like we mentioned before, for each and every post that you do. And for the post you feel that is performing the best, you can put in some money also on that post, and you can target it to specific audience. That can also help you a lot in increasing the reach of your page.
Right. So to create all these posts, so there are specific, graphical designers and SEO
Yes.
folks who create those hashtags and they know they are expert on that. So it is advisable to uh, to get them on a contract basis or something. So to engage them, so to the exact JD is graphical designer, is it?
So yes, you can go ahead and take them on contract basis. From my end, what I'll do is next session we plan on the SEO and the tactics to improve the positioning on Facebook. That might also be relevant to you. You can attend that session and then you can do it all by yourself. So it is quick DIY session on the Facebook post. We can plan ahead, right?
Yeah, should be okay. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Any other questions?
So just related to that, like the post creation and all, can we use Canva at the very initial stage?
Yeah, Canva is very easy to use for a layman. You can go and it is as easy as creating a paint image. So you can go ahead and use it. You can use 1:1 vertical shape of a creative and then post it on your Facebook. It's very comfortable. You can make your logos also on Canva if you're starting as a new business.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question, or we can go ahead and start our discussion on the examples and strategy for Facebook marketing. So for Facebook,
good.
we're coming to end, and this is the most important section. Now we are through with the basics, like how to create a profile, what is the difference between basics. But what is most important are the strategies. What a brand should use to get more audience. So I will be sharing 5 examples and 5 strategy with you. All the examples with different strategies, and we can see how they are building upon that. Number one is Qatar Airways. It is an example where the brand share co-branded content. So what Qatar is doing, Qatar has collaborated with other brands. Here, one example is they are collaborated with the football players. So these football players, they are clicking a photograph in a Qatar t-shirt and posting it on their page, and Qatar is also posting it on their page. Now it is a co-branded content. People who are going on Qatar page can see my favorite footballer has placed a photograph, and they'll go to the footballer page and like it and comment on it, whatever. So people on that footballer page will come onto Qatar page that Qatar is doing great work, and the t-shirt look good. They want to know about the brand and stuff like that. They'll come, like and share and comment and follow the page. So it is a co-branded content where both the brands get the advantage of each other. So that is how they, grow together. A few percentage of followers from Qatar can go to footballers. A few percentage of followers from footballers can come to Qatar. Like this, Qatar can do it with multiple brands at multiple point in time. So it helps on growing for both the brands. And they keep on changing their cover photo. They keep on putting in new photos with multiple people. So the key takeaway is that you should post what engages your audience and change your cover photo often, because that is how you can connect with the relevant audience. Like I mentioned before, please keep or maintain a frequency of posting something. So if you've decided you want to post something one day every day, please go at 2 times a day, go at 3 times a day, go at, but maintain that frequency. That should not be once a while. It should be a continuous process. So this is strategy number one. Anything you have here, anything you want to add on or discuss about your brand, please feel free. No? Let's go to.
Do you also want to focus on hashtags, or would you be doing later?
Yeah, I'll be doing it later. We have one slide on it.
Sure, thank you.
Now, doubt. I'm sure a lot of us would watch videos on Facebook. We enjoy watching these videos. So what brand do is brand make videos on any specific topic or any emotional content and then share it on their Facebook page. How does it help them? Basically, what it do is it connects the audience emotionally, functionally, promotionally. They enjoy the video, they share the video. So if I have 1,500 friends, 2,000 friends, they watch the video. If they like the video, they go to the page, like it. They know more about the brand. They form an image about the brand, which later helps them in their marketing. So strategy number 2 is post a video that will help your fans and to inspire them. I'll play this video for you to know better. Give me a minute. Generally, videos are a very good medium to engage with audience. Uh, People are very busy these days, so videos ideally should be very less. It can be a 20-second or 30-second, even if it is a story based, it can be 1 minute or also. But we have generally seen that videos which are very small get more likes and share because of the busy nature today. And I'll just show this video in another minute. If you have any questions here, you can ask me till the time I play this video.
So what is the synergy between Instagram and Facebook? So if the Facebook is good to go, sorry, I ad is good to go for Facebook, it's also good for Instagram, is it?
We'll be discussing about that in the later half of the section. So I have a detailed presentation there.
Sure, sure.
So if you can see, it is a plant-oriented videos. A pulp design studio, they have added a lot of content here, showing the plants, thereby attracting people that, the plants they have, the designs are very beautiful. And people will go and then message them or go to their WhatsApp to discuss more about it. Okay, then we have a lot of videos which can be clubbed with the Instagram and Facebook, the content that we are discussing. Starbucks has put this video, showing how many people visit, their logos, their details, and the followers or the fans love them. This is how they connect it. They show how different kind of glasses they have and everything. So video actually makes a lot of difference. Coming back to third example is Oreo. So Oreo, they use hashtag OOTD. Now coming to hashtags. Hashtags are a very, very important medium. Different hashtags like, so for example, hashtag Independence Day or independence or India's ex-independence or India's 25th independence, 50th independence, 100th independence, So they actually make your content go to that trending hashtag, and people who are following that hashtag can see that content and get engaged with it. So here what they have done is they have put a sweater type of thing on a glass, and they've used hashtag outfit of the day. It's a very interesting content. It's a different thing when glass is getting covered with a sweater. So it just catches attention. That is it. Nothing extra, nothing much. Just interesting way to use the hashtag. Next example is that they are showing how to make a chocolate ball. So they are showing the step. That one, get the cream, crush it, milk, roll it, then dip it, and it is ready. So that is how somebody who's sitting at home during the lockdown or any other weekend, they can make their nice creamy balls. So it is a very good example of engaging with the audience, your set of audience. So it can be different for different brands, like Oreo into eateries, so they are targeting such set of audience. And through OOTD, they're targeting the fashion plus eating set of audience, people who are interested in both fashion and eating. So that is how brands do. If you have any questions on hashtag, please you can ask here.
How to know which hashtag is trending?
Yeah, so there is a you can go and type on Google trending hashtags. So there is a specific website, you can see all the trending hashtags. More so than that, you can go to Twitter and you can see top 10 hashtags which are getting trended. There is a specific site for Instagram which helps you see. There is a Google Trends website which helps you to see what is the trend of that hashtag. So you can plan your strategy basis that.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Hi, can you actually tell us about Instagram shadow bans a lot of accounts who keeps on using the same repetitive hashtags again and again? Like, how do we get out our Instagram account out of this shadow ban?
Yeah, so basically you should use relevant hashtags. You should use, so Instagram has allowed you to use 30 hashtags at one go, but the ideally you should use only 5 or 7 hashtags that are relevant. So for example, for a brand like Oreo, they would use, you can see here they've used only 5 6 hashtags, that's it, or 2 or 3 hashtags. That's it. Important hashtags. Then you will come out of that shadow band in short while time once the Facebook or Instagram realizes that you have stopped using the lot more hashtags. What people do is they try to reach maximum audience and they use irrelevant hashtags like OTD, friends, this, that, A, B, C, D, 30 hashtags, which is the content of which is not relevant to the audience. So that is a wrong way of doing it. You should use only relevant hashtags, even if the audience or the trend is very less, because you'll be reaching the set of audience which wants to see your content, not anybody. So that is how the Instagram is designed. Actually, there the entire network or crawling system is designed.
All right, thank you. And also one more thing, I tell you, my entire business works on Instagram only. But
Okay.
I keep seeing trends that my followers are dropping. I mean, they're dropping as well. I'm gaining followers too, but they're dropping as well. Like how, and I haven't like added any fake followers on my account. All the followers are all organic, but then any reason behind it that these followers keep dropping?
What is your business all about?
It's all about decor. It's about balloon decor.
Okay. So see, what happens is, number one, people would have followed your page at that point in time where then they might be interested in decor. Right now, they might not be interested, so they are moving
Interested
out
at
of
that
your
time,
page.
and then
Yeah, yeah. So that can be one reason they are moving out. Second is they might have added that page because they wanted to give something to somebody, which now they are not interested, so they'll be moving out. So you need to see what sort of audience you have on your page, and then you need to make content which is relevant for them. So you might attract these people by making some content, maybe after 2 days or 3 days, relevant for these set of audience. Okay, like you can post, please save this post for future use when you plan to decor your house. So step 1 2 3 or something, some good image you can create or some good thing that you can post, so people can save it and be relevant for them when they want to plan that. So you have to plan your content basis these people also. So you have to first analyze that why what set of what PG is dropping out, and then plan content accordingly, and then you can sustain these audience also.
got,
I'll give you an
got it, got
example
it.
with
Is
the
there any
uh,
way that we can see who all are working?
yes. So Instagram provides you the entire details on what sort of followers you have, the PG, the gender, the demographics, and everything. And as and when somebody drops, you can see the change, and accordingly you can make a decision.
Got it, got it. Thank you.
Most. So coming to next example, telling an interesting story. Okay, so like Humans of New York, what they've done is they are a photographer and they're telling multiple people's story, some good, some bad, some mystery. So they post a photograph which is very interesting, and then they write story about it, and people start discussing or building upon that or liking and commenting. So when you tell a story, people are interested to know about your brand directly or indirectly, and that is how you can keep people engaged on your Facebook page. Fifth strategy is sharing the content which is relevant for Instagram and Facebook both, or cross channel. So Pinterest and Facebook, Instagram and Facebook, or Twitter and Facebook. So what happens is people from Twitter will come onto Facebook, thereby increasing your base. People from Instagram will come to Facebook, thereby increasing your base. So people from Facebook will go to Instagram. There will be sharing of audience, and thereby increasing your final custom or base actually who are interested in your product. So this is also very important strategy that brands use for marketing. So these are the 5 example on Facebook majorly, 5 strategy, 5 brand example. If you have any questions specific to Facebook, please ask. We'll be moving on Instagram now, and then we'll be discussing more on Instagram later. Anyone?
Ma'am, one of the challenge that I am facing with Facebook is how to invite people onto the page, right? So how do I either circulate that I have this page which I have created that you should be watching about? So can you throw some light on that? Because I
You
have
can
the content on the page. Yeah, please go ahead.
see there are multiple ways. One example can be planning a giveaway. Okay, so what is a giveaway? I can say that I am coming up with a course, and if you share this post on your Facebook profile and tag your 5 friends onto it, and those friends also share that post, then you'll be giving away a course for free, or you'll be giving away guidance to go to Canada for free, something like that. So that will help get more shares and likes, and people follow your page. So brands plan different things. They'll plan giveaways on an iPhone giveaway, or iWatch giveaway, or a course giveaway, or something like that. That can be one strategy to get more followers on your page. That is okay. Second strategy can be getting the relevant people by promoting your page. Like interested in Canada, follow my page to know more. Interested in going to New Zealand, follow my page to know more. And you can then target it to the specific audience. They'll come follow your page to know more details about that. So basically targeting the people for whom we have the content on our page. That is the most important catch there. So that is the second strategy you can use. Third strategy is you can come up with a good video. Uh, where a person is telling their story, like I met this person and this is how I planned my journey, and then I went on to Canada, and the entire story behind it, and you can promote it. So people who are interested in such type of content will come and follow you. So you have to plan different strategies based on the content.
And this is very helpful. And can you also talk about Facebook events, how to plan that, and how to socialize those events so that more people join in, like the way we are doing right now? So you came up with this particular event, and a lot of people are joining here.
What you can do is you can plan an interesting event on your page, like I am going to Canada, do you want to join me, something like that. Say I put interested in the event. Okay, all my entire community will see that I am going to Canada, do you want to join? So a name is very interesting, and that will attract more people to come and come to the event. And then you can come up with a live video of somebody who's actually going to Canada and talking about their experience and stuff like that. So that is how you can promote your event. So how can you do that? One is coming up with relevant content, and second is promoting that through different marketing techniques. You can pay and make sure that event reach multiple people. You can come up with a unique name, or you can come up with something which is attractive so that people can come and see. So that is how you can make an event and make it popularized. Like join this course and I'll get you a job at Kia or in Hyundai. So that will actually make people see and get attracted to it. Or join digital marketing course and get a job worth rupees 5 lakhs without anything. So people might be interested in coming and watching your videos. or coming and watch your event. So plan something like that.
Thanks, ma'am.
For
I
you,
think
for
this is
you,
again very helpful.
for you, a name like I'm going to Canada, do you want to join me? Or do you want to know how you can go to Canada easily? Or do you want to study abroad? I want to study in Canada. Come watch my video. Something like that, that somebody who is actually hunting out answers for that question can come and join that event.
Thank you, ma'am.
Facebook live sessions are also helpful.
Yeah, Facebook live sessions are really very helpful. So basically, it keeps on engaging the followers or audience that you have, but you should come up with relevant content for them. So, for example, for you, if you have a page wherein you're teaching a course on say maths or verbal or something like that, then you can come up with a live course, live session in which you can discuss about tricks of cracking a verbal session or tricks of cracking a cat verbal paper. So something like that, which is relevant for your followers, or important question answers on latest cat exams. That is something which people might be interested on. Latest Q&A on going to Canada. So this is a set of questions that people might be interested in. Or somebody who was flagged an IIM recently, he or she talking about his or her experience can also be really relevant.
Sure. Then we will invite you for sure.
Yeah, most welcome.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Now, coming to Instagram section. Okay, now what is Instagram? Setting up an Instagram, and most important, Facebook versus Instagram, which is the most important question that everybody here has. So, introduction to Instagram. Instagram basically was, was an idea of Kevin. So he made a web app called Bourbon, and it was launched on 6th October. He was actually very much into the wines and whiskeys and stuff like that. So he wanted to post the photographs. So to show off that, he came up with the app. And on the first day, he got 25,000 users. Within 2 years, he planned his IPO. And before the IPO, Facebook acquired it for $1 billion in cash and stock. So this is the past of Instagram, and future we know, and present we are well aware about it. If you come to statistics, India is number one, because as a country we are the most show-off nation. So we are the number one on Instagram with 180 million live users. Then comes United States, and then Brazil. It is true with the population also, and the kind of interest that we have in India. People are interested in eating, drinking, going out, showing off, telling people that they have a very vivid lifestyle. So Instagram is basically used for that. Coming up to setting up an Instagram, basically you have to sign up with a personal account. You have to choose your username, fill the password, email ID. You're done. Then you switch on to business. If you want to make a business account, you go to menu, you set tab setting, you choose account, you choose business. You can choose the categories, so education or travel or fashion or whatever your categories, you can choose that. You can define your TG, that who are the set of people that you want to target. You can build analytics upon them. You set your goal, you target the audience with the post. There are multiple metrics to target them, and there you go. You're done setting up your Instagram account and promoting it for the business. If you have questions here, please ask. Otherwise, we'll be going on to the most important section of the entire presentation, Facebook versus Instagram.
Yes, ma'am, I have a question here. So, when we engage somebody, outside in the organization to help us maintain and post these things, Facebook and Instagram posts, then do we have to share our business uh, account, personal login IDs also, because those are connected to our personal accounts, personal Facebook account or whatever. So if suppose I have a personal Facebook account, I have created a business account. That business account I want to outsource to somebody who can post one post every day. So do I need to share
No,
my
you can give them the permission to use that business page. So what will happen is that Instagram page, the business page will have different credentials, the username and password, and they can move on to that person. That person can log in, attach it with their personal profile, and then keep on sharing it. You don't have to share your personal details with them.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Instagram and Facebook both have this set of settings available because they know that there are the organization would not want to give the personal details to be outsourced. So it is very easy. If you go on settings, you can clearly find it and you can do that.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions? I think this is the easy segment. Let's go to the important part. So Facebook versus Instagram. First answer is lifestyle versus engagement. On Instagram, we prefer posts which are quick. So Instagram people, they just swipe. They see one post 10 seconds, then they go to next post, then they go to next post. So they don't have time on Instagram. They're just busy scrolling. So you should post content which is lifestyle based, which is not much of engagement. Like here in an image, you can see your choices define you. Don't let your fear be your definition. Simple, done. It took me 5 seconds to read it, done, and I scroll on to the next. If I am really very much interested, I can read the description. If not, I am done. So that is how Instagram is used. It is just for showing the kind of lifestyle or showing the kind of vivid thinking that we have as a brand. That's why Facebook is meant for engagement, where you want people to stay on that page, you want to read the details. It is more informative. While Instagram is not that informative, it is more of descriptive in nature. Influencer versus entertainment. So if you want to be an influencer, you just want to influence people on buying your product or showcasing the lifestyle or showcasing the fashion statement. Instagram is the place for you, not the Facebook. Facebook is more into detailed oriented stuff. While Instagram is place where you can just see it, get engaged with it for 5-10 seconds and then move on with it. So Instagram is the place for being an influencer or being an influencer brand or a brand influencing people. Push versus pull. So on Instagram, we see that brand post content which increase the likability of that product. So all the automobile brands, everybody, they post the content in which they make their product more larger to life. And while Facebook is more detail oriented. So if I want to see how does a car look, I'll go on Instagram. If I want to read more about what are the specification of features or details, I'll prefer Facebook over Instagram because Facebook again is more detail oriented rather than an Instagram. Instagram is more of showing my portfolio, my features, be it personal at a professional level. So that is how the differentiation is carved between Facebook and Instagram. If I summarize, Facebook is more informational. You can find out things about a company through the Facebook page, like business hours, address, upcoming event. It is more text and details driven. It takes a longer time to build profile on Facebook and it serves different purpose. While Instagram is just about capturing that particular set of moment, people don't open Instagram to find about your business hours or details. They just to see, what sort of portfolio you have, just to quickly engage with you for 10-15 seconds and move on. It is more building your brand and gaining popularity behind it. So this is the summary behind Facebook and Instagram. If you have any questions or queries on Instagram, please feel free to ask.
So, like Facebook, is there something on Instagram also, like paid marketing, paid this thing,
Yeah,
like?
similar to Facebook, it is available on Instagram also. You can target audience basis, the gender, age, location, demographic, interest, everything is available.
Okay, but it would be cheaper than Facebook, is it? From a cost.
Cost completely depends again on your targeting. So it is cost per click, and you have to actually A/B test to actually get to know what sort of money you have to pay. Like for example, if it is very specific audience, the cost per click would be high. If it is not that specific targeting, the cost per click would not be that high. Completely depends on your targeting.
Sure. Thank you so much.
It's a open house now. So 15-20 minutes we can spend on discussing any Facebook and Instagram related question or detail, and then we'll end the session. So I can see two questions on chat box. We know that Facebook pages as a communication channel to maintain contact and attract the other customers. But what exactly things we should include on to make them interactive for our audience? See, you should add all the relevant details as per your brand. So, for example, a brand like Zomato should mention, what are different new restaurants they are coming up with, what are the timings, what are the safety measures or protocols they are following, the details about the brand, the name, the cover page, the logo. So it varies from brand to brand. For your brand, you need to define what are the information that is must to have, and then go by that. Is there any specific way to get the page verified? Basically, to get your page verified, you have to you your brand should, like, for example, e-digital brand. So it is a digital marketing post centric brand. I need to check if that is if the copyright is available with me. I have X number of followers available. I have a certain section of work going on, and then I can apply for Facebook and Instagram to get my profile verified. Similar is true for all the big celebrities. They have a more than X number of followers. They are what they say, the actual people. They share their details, the email ID, get them verified. And if you want, you can ask questions on chat box also.
Hi, Ankita this side.
Hi, Ankita.
So, I have a question. As
Your
you
voice
said,
is not very clear. Can you please realign?
yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, but not clear. You can please go ahead.
Okay. So basically, as you said, like shorter videos are more preferable on social media platforms. But are shorter videos eligible for monetization?
Yes. So generally, what people do is, what brands do is, they monetize shorter videos like a 10 second, a 15 second, a 5 second. And when people like that 15 second content, they go on their page, and on the page, the 1 minute or 2 minute videos are present organically, and they watch it. So this is generally how the targeting is done. Or what they do is, they promote 15 second on Facebook, and then they give the link to a full video on YouTube, so you can go and watch the entire video on YouTube. So this is the strategy that brands follow.
Okay, thanks. I have a second question. So, the content which we post on Instagram and Facebook, the text on the content, does it affect the reach and the engagement? So, let's say if we have a lot of text on the post which we are posting, does it will affect my reach and the engagement?
Ideally, the Instagram and Facebook, they have their own logic of sharing the content, and they prefer content pieces with less number of content. So the shorter your content, the crisper your content, the more probability of making it viral is there in Facebook and Instagram. So don't think that more detail oriented you should be. You should be very crisp, relevant, and you should keep only important part in the description box. Always, that should be your strategy.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions? I think it was a very good session. I really enjoyed the questions that you have asked, and I'm looking forward if you have more of such.
Hi. Hi. Just a small thing, since so many of us are here and almost all of us use Facebook and Instagram for our livelihood here, I would say. So just for an interaction and stuff, can we follow each other's page so that we'll also come across what you guys are into and what we guys are into?
Sure, sure. Please share the link on the chat box, and
Sure.
everybody can follow.
Perfect. So I think everybody can write down their page link and mention their page name. Definitely all of us can follow each other then.
Makes sense. Why not? So thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending the session. So it was great talking to you. And in case if you have more questions, please go to eDigital Gyan. You can post your questions there, and I'll be happy to answer each and every question of yours.
So
Thank you, ma'am. It was very
Thank you.
informative as well as inspirational, because we are all taking strides first time in this social media bandwagon that is there. So I think it has this opportunity has given us a lot of information and knowledge to build our page, which can bring some outcomes as well.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing this informative session with us.